And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Oshkosh North High School, where we have a big FVA matchup tonight as the Spartans from Oshkosh North host the Neenah Rockets. Gary Berleski along with Zach Morris. And Zach, looking at the schedule, hard to believe, but we are certainly winding down the regular season. So Neenah just 2 games back, huge game for them, and I think for Oshkosh North with Bryce Ott returning, really, this is a game for them, I think, to get them set for March Madness.
Yeah, you look at the standings, too. I mean, this is a big game for North. You're trying to climb your way back up the FVA. As for Neenah, you're trying to keep the pace with the top teams in case when you look at Fond du Lac, Appleton North, and Kaukauna, if they can get some losses, you're not too far behind them. But it's a tough game because earlier in the year, we're in the final month of the regular season, we actually had this first matchup on the Score video stream. We did watch that after this game because it was a up and down game where that game could have gone either way. Neenah being the victors at home, and it's going to be a tough game for Neenah to try to go for that season series sweep. But for North, you're back at home with the home crowd, and you're starting to get some momentum build with this team, and that's the big thing, too. You talk about heading to the postseason, Gary. If you can build some momentum, get some quality wins, which that's the nice thing about playing in the FVA. You're going to have plenty of opportunities to play playoff-type atmospheres because these are teams that can make deep runs in their program's history.
Yeah, and I think for Oshkosh North, probably if you talk to Coach Brad Weber, it's been a little bit of a disappointing season. But again, I think the return of Bryce Ott, a player being recruited by some Division II, low Division I schools, could be a huge boost. And then when we talk Oshkosh North, Zach, we certainly got to mention Xavier Mitchell, averaging nearly 36 points a game, one of the finalists for Mr. Basketball. He's headed to Iowa State on a full scholarship. And, from what I've seen this year of all the players, I think he's ranks right up there as one of the best in the state of Wisconsin. So a big test for Neenah's defense to try to contain Xavier Mitchell.
Yeah, talking about Mitchell, 28 points in the first matchup against Neenah. So you look at that's going to be a tough part for Neenah, their defense, trying to hold off Mitchell. And the big thing for Neenah was they were switching between zone and man. Well, we see that same type of defense to try to limit what Mitchell can do. They always say that you can't stop a player like that, but if you can at least limit to him into the teens, you'd be in a great position to win.
And, of course, with the Neenah Rockets, led by outstanding head coach Lee Rubbis. And really no surprise, every year the Rockets reload, have an outstanding team. No different this year, but I think with them, and you talked about it in the first meeting, they're really led by their defense. Probably the top defensive team in the FVA. Slow down Oshkosh North enough at Neenah to get the win. And I think when we talk about the Rockets, you talk about balanced scoring, but also a really, really tenacious defense.
Yeah, it's kind of the opposite. Look at the offense for Neenah. They don't have one player they can just rely on. They trust their system. They need players to step up every week. It could be someone else. Unlike for the Spartans, where the good portion of their scoring is coming from. The question is, can they continue to have that night in and night out? Because everyone has an off night. You don't know when they pop up, but there is nights where your top 2 players just all of a sudden stop scoring.
Yeah, I think that's a great point, Zach. And with Neenah, it's the balanced scoring where Oshkosh North, it's Xavier Mitchell, and then a struggle to find number 2 for Oshkosh North. Luke Young, Joey Dawn averaging 13 points a game, and then you have Nick Schultz coming in at 11, and then 2 players, Mason Flees, Rowan Kepper at 6 apiece, and the Kel Juckum and Xavier Bazaris coming in at 5 apiece. We are a few minutes away from opening tip-off once again, and this gives us an opportunity to talk about one of our sponsors, Better Heating and Air Conditioning. Cold weather is here. How much confidence do you have in your home heating system? If you're not sure, it may be time to contact our friends at Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning and ask about their Ream line of products. Don't wait until you have no heat. Now's the time to get that questionable system changed. Better products, better people, better home heating and air conditioning, a division of Central Temperature. For safety, comfort, visit betterhomeheatingandair.com. Today, for more information about quality Ream products, call them today. You'll be glad you did. We're going to take a little bit of a break, and we'll be back, and we'll get you all set for opening tip here at Oshkosh North High School.
Dealing with a new sprain, strain, or sports injury? Skip the ER and head to OSI's walk-in clinic in Appleton. Our expert team allows you to bypass the referral process by treating injuries like sprains, dislocations, broken bones, new joint pain, and more immediately, with no appointment needed. Open weekdays from 8 to 5 and weekends from 10 to 2. For urgent orthopedic care that fits your schedule, visit OSI's Appleton Walk-In Clinic, located at Ballard and 41.
Dusty boots from a hard day's work, a sense of progress and pride. A hard hat adorned with a collection of successful projects and dreams brought to life. These are trademarks of a construction worker, their unique signature. At Myron Construction, the men and women who build our projects from the ground up balance artistry and skill with safe, quality construction. Their legacy reaches far beyond the physical structures they build, setting the stage for our clients to do what they do best. Together, we're building excellence.
This is Reed. Reed has a retail job. Reed's schedule changes all the time. Last night he closed, and today he opened. Reed doesn't like his job. This is Decker. Decker's a building tech at Jack's Maintenance. Decker used to work second shift, but when he had a kid, he switched to first shift. Decker's home in time for dinner with his family. Decker likes his job. Be like Decker. Apply today at jacksmaintenance.com.
Jack's Maintenance.
And welcome back to Oshkosh North High School. Gary Bileski, Zach Morris, just a couple minutes away from FVA action. To take a look at the FVA standings, we, as we mentioned earlier, winding down for Oshkosh North. After tonight, only 4 more regular season games. Looking at the standings, Fond du Lac and Connor right now tied atop of the FVA, 11-2. Appleton North at 10-3. Neenah just a couple games behind at 9-4. And then Hortonville, and then Oshkosh North Kimberly coming in at 6-7. Appleton East, Oshkosh West, and Appleton West. Tonight in other FVA game matchups, it is Appleton East at Hortonville, Appleton North at Kimberly, Appleton West at Kaukauna, and Oshkosh West at Fond du Lac. So on paper tonight, probably the best matchup in the FVA. And again, Zach, I think we look standings-wise, Oshkosh North probably, again, not going to win in the FA, but I think right now with Bryce Ott back, their number one focus is got to get ready for the playoffs.
Yeah, and that's the big thing, too. You just need to be able to get your team figured out, your rotations, who's your second tier when you need when your starters get into foul trouble early on, who can you rely on, and just make those adjustments later on. If you run into a certain type of offense or a certain defense, like a 1-3-1 zone, how's your proper way of having that next counteract for that? Because you're going to run into all kinds of defenses and situations once the postseason starts, because you never know who you're going to face week in and week out in the postseason.
And as Zach mentioned, him and myself, we had the game on January 3rd at Neenah High School where the Rockets prevailed 51-44, which was really a game that went down to the final couple of minutes before. Neenah did an outstanding job in that second half from the charity stripe to get that victory again on January 3rd, a 51-44 win against Oshkosh North. Well, we're going to take another break, and when we return, we'll have the opening tip.
Dealing with a new sprain, strain, or sports injury? Skip the ER and head to OSI's Walk-In Clinic in Appleton. Our expert team allows you to bypass the referral process by treating injuries like sprains, dislocations, broken bones, new joint pain, and more immediately, with no appointment needed. Open weekdays from 8 to 5 and weekends from 10 to 2. For urgent orthopedic care that fits your schedule, visit OSI's Appleton Walk-In Clinic, located at Ballard and 41.
At Myron Construction, relationships are at the core of everything we do. While our roots run deep in the Midwest, our reach has expanded nationally as we follow our clients across the country to bring their projects to life. In an ever-evolving industry that leans heavily on resourcefulness and hard work, our project teams take great pride in not only delivering successful projects, but in building lasting relationships with our clients and partners. Together, we are building excellence.
This is Reed. Reed is starting his first day at a call center. This is Reed's training. He works alone, waiting for the phone to ring. Reed doesn't like his job. This is Decker. Decker's a building tech at Jack's Maintenance. He gets continued training and works as part of a team. Decker likes his job. Be like Decker. Find a better version of you. Apply today at jacksmaintenance.com.
Jack's Maintenance.
And welcome back to Oshkosh North High School, where we have the starting lineups for you. I can quickly tell you for Neenah, the visiting Neenah Rockets. Mason Flees, 6'1" senior guard. Also at guard will be 6' junior Nick Schultz. Also Joey Don, 6'1" senior. And the big guys, 6'9" junior Rowan Cooper and 6'3" Luke Young. And for the Oshkosh North Spartans, of course, led by number 2, Xavier Mitchell. And at guard, Jackson Anderson. A couple big guys will be Stefan Stoilovich. Number 15, John Coleman. And number 0, Owen Weber, starting lineups for your host team, Oshkosh North. Special thanks to our sponsors tonight: Orthopedic Sports Institute of the Fox Valley, Myron Construction, Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning, and Jack's Maintenance. Thanks to all our sponsors for making this possible. Again, Gary Berleski and Zach Morris. The late start. A couple of had a senior dance, or the dance night, so the parents was dance night, and they had a pregame routine. So in a little longer JV game, that was won by the Neenah Rockets. Neenah will control the tip. And Oshkosh North starting in a man-to-man defense. Traditionally been a 1-3-1 trap, but mixing it up. Mason Flees down to Young. Young in the lane. Nothing there. Going to be very patient offense for Coach Lee Rubbis and these Neenah Rockets. They will try their best to control the pace of play, and that's one thing they do awesome job of. And Nick Schultz from 15 feet hits the jumper to give the Rockets a 2-0 lead. And Neenah, again, the custom man-to-man defense, and as we mentioned earlier in the pregame show, if not one of the top defenses in the Fox Valley Association. John Coleman at the right wing, looking inside. Coleman on the drive. A lot of contact, knocked out of bounds by Flees. It'll stay for the Spartans. Jackson Anderson will bring it in bounds for Oshkosh North. Again, Xavier Mitchell, the Iowa State recruit, coming in at 36 points a game, and he is fouled going to the hoop by Luke Young. So that'll be Young's first foul. And big test for Luke, who did in the first game, did an outstanding job defensively on, even though he scored 28 points, Zach, I thought Young did an excellent job that first matchup.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they needed to do. And when you look at when you're in these situations, it's all about, can you trust these one-on-ones? And right now, for Oshkosh North, hey, get Zay on the line. Just get points. Doesn't matter how you get them.
And pair of free throws for Zay Mitchell. A little full court pressure, see if it's Token, and Anderson guarding Schultz, and Young bring it up. Now it looks like they're switching back to the trap defense. Cross-court pass nearly turned over, and it is. And it looks like Jackson Anderson's foot right on the baseline. So the Rockets will maintain possession. Just underway here, 2-2. Opening minutes of this FVA tilt. Young on the inbounds pass from Nick Schultz. Joey Don to Mason Flees. Again, balanced scoring team, 3 players for the Rockets, averaging in double digits. So really not one go-to guy for Neenah. And we're going to get a traveling violation. Nice job defensively by Stefan Stoilovich. Forces the traveling violation. First turnover of the night for Neenah.
Well, with these two teams that have been battle-tested over the years, defense is going to be their number one key because that's what travels in basketball. If you have great defense, doesn't matter really where you're going to play. And right now we're just seeing great defense by both teams.
And Jackson Anderson strong to the hoop for the layup. Gives the Spartans a 4-2 lead. Strong move by Anderson.
Yeah, you have to be able to score when you have those open lanes because you're not sure if you're going to have that opportunity in the next couple possessions.
Near steal by Oshkosh North. And we're going to get a foul on Kylan Lister. And Bryce Ott checking in for John Coleman. Joey Dawn, three-pointer. Barely grazes the rim. Out there for the rebound. Here comes North and Zay Mitchell. Mitchell pulls up for three. A buries it. Xavier Mitchell with 5, 7-2. Spartans with a quick lead. And here's that pressure we're expecting and really amping it up as Neenah able to break it. And that, unfortunately, I talked too soon. The Spartans force a timeout or force a turnover. A couple more players in for the Spartans. Owen Weber and Dalton Clark checking in. So Brad Weber certainly using a lot of his bench to keep his players as fresh as they can and really try to pick up the pace. And so far, the pace to their liking. And we're going to get another turnover this time by Clark off his foot. Nick Schultz with the steal. So the Rockets down 5 have possession of the basketball. Schultz back to Young. And again, Coach Weber mixing it up on defense. Spartans back to the man-to-man. Traditionally a very strong 1-3-1 trapping defense. And we're going to get a foul on the floor.
Well, if you're able to switch between the two defenses, you're going to have everyone's offense confused because you're not prepared for that scenario as you start to get into the flow of one defense and then you have to go back to the previous plays.
With Jackson Anderson called for the foul, his first, second team for North. Schultz pull-up jumper, front rim no good. Schultz gets his own rebound, back rim no good. Ott there for the rebound. Here come the Spartans. Wide open on transition, Dalton Clark, and head coach Lee Rubbis going to call a 30-second timeout as Oshkosh North takes that 9-2 lead to start the game. Gives us an opportunity to talk about our friends at Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning. Cold weather is here. How much confidence do you have in your home heating system? If you're not sure, it may be time to contact our friends at Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning and ask about their Ream line of products. Don't wait until you have no heat. Now's the time to get that questionable system changed. Better products, better people, Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning, a division of Central Temperature for safety and comfort. Visit betterhomeheatingandair.com today for more information about quality Ream products. Give them a call today. You'll be glad you did. 14-29 in the first half. Oshkosh North off to a quick start. Coach Rubbis not pleased with the start, trying to settle his Rockets down. Don thought about the three-pointer. Pulls up from 15, no good. Again, Bryce Ott there for the board, his second of the night. Early on, Oshkosh North defense, a lot of intensity. Zay Mitchell, he pulls up, but on weak side rebound, no good. Oh, Dalton Clark had a good look, but unable to convert for the Spartans. Young thought about the three-pointer. He's going to take it to the hole. Nice pump fake, gets out up in the air. Terrell Kepper back to Schultz, to Joey Dawn. Down low is the big guy. Guarded one-on-one by Mitchell. Good job by Mitchell. Again, very patient Neenah offense. Scored the first two of the game, but since then, it's been all Oshkosh North on a 9-0 run. Really impressed with Oshkosh North defense tonight, making it really difficult. And a lot of contact, and we're going to loose ball. Bodies hitting the floor. Here comes North. Brysot tracks it down, bounce pass to Clark. Down to Mitchell. Again, the foul for Xavier Mitchell. He'll be back at the charity stripe, shooting 2 more free throws. Roan Kepper called on the foul, his first of the night. Right now, Zach, you could certainly, if you're Oshkosh North, you got to like the pace of play.
Yeah, as long as this pace continues to go in the favor for the Spartans, I mean, their offense is going to start clicking. This was the issue early on in the first half in their first matchup where Neenah was able to control this pace and not let it get out of hand. And right now, everything's favoring the Spartans, but this is where you need to see Neenah try just to slow this pace down and prevent these fast breaks.
Yeah, James Weiland checking in. Number 25, Xavier Bazaris checking in. Host number 20, Trey White. So 3 new players for Neenah. Coach Rubb is looking for that right connection to get him going offensively. Now 11-0 run for Oshkosh North, and we're going to get a foul. Dalton Clark on the reach on Luke Young. I think right now, Coach Rubb is just trying to survive this defensive onslaught, slow down and work the offense, because it's been all north since the opening basket by Nick Schultz and the Rockets. And we're going to get an offensive foul, I believe number 20, Trey White on the moving screen. John Coleman, Jackson Anderson, and I believe number 33, Stefan Stojlovic, checking back in. So a lot of players seeing action tonight. Both teams have gone 8 deep on their roster here just 6 minutes into the game.
Yeah, and for the Spartans right now, they just need to find a way to keep their foot on the pedal, because you don't want to give hope for the Rockets. It's still early. A 9-point lead can vanish in a hurry.
Mitchell, trying for the 3-point play. He'll be back at the charity stripe, 4 for 4 for tonight. Number 2, I believe. A correction. James Weiland, number 1, called for the foul. 4th team foul for the Rockets. Mitchell's first is good. Now a 12-0 run to start the game after the Neenah hoop for the Spartans. Eight for Zay Mitchell, 6 for 6 from the charity stripe. Still man-to-man defense for Oshkosh North, which has been very effective. The bench applauding the defensive effort for the Spartans. Luke Young, left wing, guarded one-on-one by Mitchell. Mitchell cuts him off. Bazaris thought about the 3. Nothing there. Gets it to Weiland between the circles. Back to Nick Schultz, to Bazaris. Trey White, they're going to circle it around back to Weiland. Again, very patient Neenah Rocket offense. Something you see an awful lot with Coach Rubbis.
They're able to run this well. You can tell it's been well practiced, just no openings.
Yeah, the Spartans defense has just been a lot of intensity, and there's Zay Mitchell with the steal. Mitchell on transition. And he's going to lose it, knocked out. Last touch by Mitchell. Nice job defensively by Luke Young, who's going to check out along with Trey White. Kepper back in along with Joey Dawn. 13-2. There's another turnover. And last touched, I believe, by the Rockets. Yeah, right now, again, story of the game. Spartans defense has been incredible. Usually the man-to-man. Wide open 3-point look for Tylen Lister, and he buries the 3. 16-2. Spartans with the lead.
There the Spartans continuing just to build on that lead. Don't get opportunity for the Rockets to feel they can fight their way back, but Neenah just has to find that code to crack through this defense.
Kepper down low, guarded by Mitchell. Kepper, a little turnaround, uses height advantage, and there's the first two in a while for Neenah after that opening Nick Schultz basket. The nearly 6.5-minute drought broken by Kepper. And another three-pointer for the Spartans, this time number 33, Stefan Stolovic. 19-4, Spartans with the big lead. Here's the trapping defense as Neenah doing a good job breaking it. Now they set up their offense as the Spartans switch back to the man-to-man. Bounce pass down low by Schultz. Schultz in the lane. He's going to be called for the traveling violation. Nice job defensively by Jackson Anderson. .9:49 to go here in the first half. All Spartans, 19-4. Zay Mitchell getting his first breather of the night. As number 3, Devin Garland, checks in for the first time tonight for the Spartans. Anderson, he pulls up from 12 feet. Oshkosh North, 21-4. As the Rockets trying to just keep this within reach here, and a long three-pointer, top of the key, no good by Dawn, brought down by John Coleman. Brad Weber urging his Spartans to push it up on transition. They get it to Anderson, back to Lister. Anderson, his three-pointer, way long, but brought down, and I think we're going to have a, out of bounds was number 3, Devin Garland. Good look for Anderson. We're going to get a timeout here with 8:56 to go in the first half. It's Oshkosh North 21, Neenah 4. We'll be back right after this break.
Dealing with a new sprain, strain, or sports injury? Skip the ER and head to OSI's walk-in clinic in Appleton. Our expert team allows you to bypass the referral process by treating injuries like sprains, dislocations, broken bones, new joint pain, and more immediately, with no appointment needed. Open weekdays from 8 to 5 and weekends from 10 to 2. For urgent orthopedic care that fits your schedule, visit OSI's Appleton Walk-In Clinic, located at Ballard and 41.
And welcome back to Oshkosh North High School. Gary Berleski, Zach Morris. It's been all Spartans, 21-4. Both impressive show offensively and defensively for Oshkosh North. And here's the trapping defense. Dawn does a nice job breaking it. Now they'll be able to set up the offense, trying to get it down to Kepper. Kepper cross-court pass to Weiland. Back as they swing it around to Joey Dawn.
And that's a big timeout, too, by Neenah, just to try to find a way to get this team prepared. There's still a lot of time. You have about 3/4 of this game left. 21-4 looks like a big deficit, but it's amazing how the three-point game has changed the whole complexity of trying to make a comeback.
Yeah, and just, again, Neenah, a patient, but just no open looks because of this really tenacious Oshkosh North man-to-man defense. Kepper, a little turnaround jumper off the front of the rim. Garland there for the rebound. Here come the Spartans. Jackson Anderson behind the back dribble. Cut off. Cross-court pass to Stojakovic. Back around to Anderson. Anderson in the lane. Nice Euro step. He's got 2 more for Jackson Anderson. 23-4, biggest lead of the night for the Spartans. And we're going to get a steal, but I think a little bit of a, they're going to get number 11, Dalton Clark, I believe, on the reach in. Host of Oshkosh North Spartans checking in 4 new players. So again, Coach Brad Weber really using his bench, bringing in a lot of players. 14 foul, both teams with 14 fouls. Aviv Prochnanaga has been in for the last couple minutes. Number 10 for the Rockets on the inbounds. Back to Dawn. Mason Fleas is checked back in, as well as Luke Young. A couple back of the starters back in for the Rockets. And there's a nice pull-up jumper for Joey Dawn. His first 2 of the night. Here comes Anderson. Oh, pretty move by Jackson Anderson. He can't get the layup to fall, but there's Mitchell for the putback. Again, second time, a charm.
Well, when you get multiple opportunities right at the rim, and if you, that ball is most likely going to drop in.
Yeah, Mitchell with 10, and we're going to get a foul, I believe, on Owen Weber. Correction, Bryce Ott, number 10, not number 0. Big lineup now in those act for Oshkosh North. A couple 6'7", 3-6-7 players in.
Yeah, use that height, try to see how this defense can hold an offense like Neenah.
Young thought about the three-pointer, passes it up. Again, in the lane, back to Mason Fleas. Neenah with Rowan Kepper at 6'9", so he certainly have some height there for the Rockets. Like we've been saying all night, a lot of patience for Neenah. Young with the jumper off back rim, Fleas with the rebound. Second chance opportunity for the Rockets. Fleas stops his dribble. Oh, and he's going to throw that away, looking for Joey Dawn. Turnover for the Rockets again. Defensive pressure causing havoc for this Rockets offense.
Yeah, continuing. Neenah's doing a great job just having the offense run its course, but the problem is if you're not going to score within the first 30 seconds, you're just letting this opportunity of a bad pass, a turnover happen. And I think for Neenah, you have to find a way to score within the first 15 seconds of each possession the way this defense is holding.
Mitchell to Bryce Ott. Ott between the circles. Gets it back to Mitchell. Mitchell in the lane. Too easy for Xavier Mitchell. Once he gets down there, Zach, it's almost an automatic 2.
That's when it's starting to play out. And unlike the first game where Mitchell is missing some easy baskets, this is just a tough matchup right now for the Rockets.
Another turnover for Neenah, 27-6. It's been a turnover fest for the Rockets. Just not able to get anything going. But again, all the credit in the world goes to this North defense. And open court, Coleman misses the layup, but I don't think it's going to stay with Neenah. Looked like possibly Prochnanaga touched it last, but they're going to say last touch by the Spartans. It was one John Coleman wish he could have back in the open court. Missed the bunny for the Spartans. But still a 21-point lead for Oshkosh North. Look, they're like that trapping defense. Schultz able to break it, gets it to Young. Young, strong move to the hole. Counted and a foul. Luke Young gets on the scoreboard for a possible three-point play.
It's weird how that play worked out. It's just how the night has gone for the Rockets, being able to get through 2 defenders, keeping his dribble, not losing the ball, and then finding his teammate to be able to get down and the and one call.
And that's a second personal foul by Bryce Ott, who will take a seat next to Coach Weber. So 3-point play for Luke Young. Rowan Kepper going to check back in for the Rockets now themselves. Going to apply a little bit full court press.
And the problem is for the Rockets, every time they score over the last 10 minutes, the Spartans respond right away.
Owen Weber hands off to Tylen Lister. Lister baseline penetration. Runner no good. We're going to get a blocking foul, though, on Aviv Prochnanaga. Conlon Lister at the line, shooting 2 for the Spartans. In and out for Lister. One of those, Zach, you could have gone either way.
It's all about where the referee is placed. What he was able to see, and not from where we can in the stands.
Now Lister misses both, so Young with the rebound. And right now for Neenah, all you can do is just try to chip away from this big lead with final 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Try to get it to a manageable number at the half. Schultz in the lane, and again, another near turnover. Pratadinga with this, then we're going to get another turnover by the Rockets. That time Luke Young in the lane shuffled his feet.
Yeah, tough break, just knowing that you made that basket after it was called, though. But you just have to find a way to get some momentum and add points and be able to get stops, and that's what you need to force these comebacks. But again, down 27-9, still a fantastic first half right now by the Spartans.
Lister bringing it up for the Spartans, guarded closely by Don. Gets it to Mitchell. About 30 feet away from the basket. Here comes Mitchell. 19-foot pull-up jumper. Nothing but net for Zay Mitchell. 20-point lead. Biggest lead of the night was 21 for the Spartans. Mitchell with 12 on the night. Jumper for Don, no good. Oh, nice board by Young. Hard working, but he misses the short jumper. Here comes Coleman and the Spartans.
Toughest thing for Neenah is how to keep their spirit going. Just fought so hard for that offensive rebound, but couldn't make the easy basket. Or at least a close up. Still difficult when you have several players around you.
Schultz with aggressive defense on Anderson. Anderson gets it back to Weber to Zay Mitchell. Mitchell, crossover for Zay Mitchell. Got Young to hit the floor, but he missed the 17-footer, but a foul on the floor for the Rockets. Team 6, so one more foul will put the Spartans at the charity stripe for the 1-on-1. Going to get some substitutions for both teams. Trey White checking back in. Also for the Spartans, looks like Bryce Ott and Stefan Stojlovic for Oshkosh North. Yeah, we're going to get a foul on Young. That's going to be his second. Let's see if Coach Rubbis elects to stick with his senior star.
I would think so. You have to have him out there while the team is trying to just find a way to get things going.
Yeah, it's just an awfully tough matchup for Luke Young. And another free throw make for Zay Mitchell. Again, Zay Mitchell, one of the 6 finalists for Mr. Basketball in the state of Wisconsin, averaging 36 points a game. Misses his first free throw of the night. Young on the rebound for the Rockets. 3 minutes even, 30-9. All Oshkosh North. White at the top of the key to Don. Don swings it around back to Young. Don thought about the three-pointer, passes it up. Down low to Kepper. Kepper, he missed, lost possession going up. I think he was surprised that no one was there, but fortunately for Kepper and the Rockets, last touch by Oshkosh North.
Well, that reminds you how great this defense is for the Spartans, that you're just expecting someone to be there. And
a nice inbounds play, well designed. Little alley-oop to Luke Young. 30-11. Neenah finally in double digits at the 2.5-minute mark. So that tells you how tough this Oshkosh North defense has been. Anderson, nice little runner. Can't get it to go. Schultz on the rebound. Here come the Rockets. Young in the lane. Cut off by Lister. Down low to Kepper. Kepper guarded closely by Mitchell. Wild shot by Kepper, no good. Here come the Spartans. Lister on the fast break. Down to Mitchell. Mitchell in the lane. 15-foot pull-up jumper. Good for Zay Mitchell. 32-11. Just really, really tough to stop. Zach, when Zay Mitchell does that, how do you even stop him?
There's only so much you can do, and that's the thing about this. All this night has played out where you're led by your superstar, and sometimes it's all you're going to need, and everything else with your defense just not letting anything happen. The fact that we're at 1:37 left in the first half and staying at 11 points for Neenah.
Well, Mitchell does it all, and Neenah misses the front end of the bonus. Joey Don is. But when he's hitting that pull-up 17-footer with a guy right in his face, it's just sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the Iowa State recruit. Here comes Ott. Ott, nice spin move. Pretty layup by Bryce Ott. Biggest lead of the night now for the Spartans at 23.
What's even tougher to defend someone like Mitchell is you're spending all your energy on offense, just trying to get something going, work this offense, put points on the board, and then you got to play defense. So you're exhausted what's going on one side of the court, and it does make a problem on the other side.
Stefan Stojlovic, which the foul on Luke Young. Young will be at the charity stripe shooting 1-1. 34-11, all Spartans. And Young earns another. Pair of free throws for the senior, 34-13. Neenah full court pressure. Let's get it to Zay Mitchell, let everybody else clear out, and he'll bring it up. No problem. Modest full court pressure by the Rockets. 1 minute exactly. Let's see what Coach Brad Weber decides to do here to end the half. How patient will the Spartans be? Jackson Anderson guarded closely by Schultz. And nearly lost it, and he does lose it. Oh, it's going to stay with the Spartans. Last touch by number 11, Nick Schultz. Knocked it out of bounds. Anderson inbounds for the Spartans. And gets it to Mitchell near the half-court stripe. Back to Anderson. 30 seconds to go here in the first half. Anderson to Bryce Ott. Back to Mitchell. Clock winding down. Mitchell 1-on-1 by Young. Back to Ott. Nice backdoor pass to Zay Mitchell. Schultz, 30-footer, off the back iron, no good. What a first half for the Oshkosh North Spartans as they take a 23-point lead at the half. All Oshkosh North. They lead 36-13. We're going to take a little bit of a break, and then we'll get you set for second half action. Once again, we are at the half from Oshkosh North High School. All Spartans, they lead the Neenah Rockets 36-13.
The low hum of heavy equipment, the drone of power tools, the swift movement of boots on the ground as craftspeople work safely and efficiently. These are the sounds of an active construction site, the core of our business. At Myron Construction, our teammates carry out the crucial job of bringing our clients' dreams to life. They hold in their hands the tools to make something out of nothing and build structures that will stand the test of time. Together, we are building excellence.
This is Reed. Reed has a retail job. Reed's schedule changes all the time. Last night he closed, and today he opened. Reed doesn't like his job. This is Decker. Decker's a building tech at Jack's Maintenance. Decker used to work second shift, but when he had a kid, he switched to first shift. Decker's home in time for dinner with his family. Decker likes his job. Be like Decker. Apply today at jacksmaintenance.com.
Jack's Maintenance.
Dealing with a new sprain, strain, or sports injury? Skip the ER and head to OSI's walk-in clinic in Appleton. Our expert team allows you to bypass the referral process by treating injuries like sprains, dislocations, broken bones, new joint pain, and more immediately, with no appointment needed. Open weekdays from 8 to 5 and weekends from 10 to 2. For urgent orthopedic care that fits your schedule, visit OSI's Appleton Walk-In Clinic, located at Ballard and 41.
And welcome back to Neenah High School. Gary Bileski along with Zach Morris. 36-13, and give us an opportunity to tell us about our good friends at Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning. Cold weather is here. How much confidence do you have in your home heating system? If you're not sure, it may be time to contact our friends at Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning and ask about their Ream line of products. Don't wait until you have no heat. Now's the time to get that questionable system change. Better products, better people, Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning, a division of Central Temperature. For safety and comfort, visit betterhomeheatingandair.com. Today, for more information about quality Ream products, give them a call today. You'll be glad you did. 36-13, all Oshkosh North. And really, after the first 2 points of the night by Neenah, Zach, all Spartans.
Yeah, and that's been how they've been wanting to play this game, and they continue to play that way. They just have their defense take control of this game, and now their offense is just a runaway freight train when you can let Mitchell do what he can. And the thing is, it's hard to defend Mitchell and focus on him when you're burning all of your energy on offense just trying to crack this defense. And right now, just nothing is there's no flow on the offense for the Rockets, just unable to answer either the man-to-man defense or the 1-3-1 zone. Unlike that first matchup where they had the answers already in the first half, now you have to find a way to get some scoring flow and do it pretty quickly because, there's going to be 18 minutes when you start this half. But if you're going to spend 5 to 6 minutes working on that defense, this lead's going to just blossom into something where you're going to be unable to return from it if you're down by 30 with 10 minutes to go.
And I tell you, you look at record-wise, Oshkosh North's record, very deceiving. 10-9 overall, 6-7 in the FVA. Obviously, I think the key return has been Bryce Sott, who hurt his right ankle midway through the football season and was out until the last 3 games. I believe this is his 4th game of the year for Bryce Ott. So you bring him back into the rotation. I think that's what they've been missing. You got Zay Mitchell, but who's that other guy that can step up for you? And I think with Bryce Ott back, this Oshkosh North team is going to be very dangerous and a tough out down as we get to March, Zach.
Oh, definitely, and that's what you're looking at this team is it's completely different when you have your team that's fully healthy, where early on in the year you looked at North that, they easily could be contending for the championship in the FVA. You lose Ott, there's going to be a little downside of this team, but get him back now and get this team back to where it was early on in the year. You're going to have your confidence pretty high before the postseason.
Well, and if you're Coach Lee Rubis, Zach, down 23, obviously a awful first half. What do you tell the boys coming out of the locker room?
Hey, it's not over yet. You still have a whole nother half. It all depends how this first 5 minutes will look for this team, because if you can start cutting down to this lead and just gain some momentum, anything can happen.
So Oshkosh North will start the second half with the basketball. And in pregame, we talked about how good Neenah's defense was. Well, really, tonight, it's sort of been reversed how good Oshkosh North defense has been. And, of course, Zay Mitchell's been Zay Mitchell tonight, 4. And we're going to get an offensive foul, I believe, at number 33. Stefan Stojlovic, moving screen. So exactly what Neenah needed to start the half. They get the turnover and possession of the basketball. Dawn to Fleas. Fleas baseline penetration. Nice job defensively by Lister. He knocks it out of bounds. They're trying to get it to the big guy, Roan Kepper, but Lister, tenacious defense, knocks it out. Retained possession. Ooh, they had Young. Just couldn't get it to him. Dawn in the lane. Back to Fleas. Back to Schultz. Fleas baseline penetration. Blocked out of bounds by Mitchell. Again, just like we talked about in the first half. Strong start defensively for the Spartans. Dawn with the miss. Coleman, open court. And he gets the friendly roll this time for John Coleman. His first 2 of the night. 38-13.
Not a great start for the Rockets, where he had multiple opportunities to try to get some of the work down low. And that led to a fast break for the Spartans.
Kepper on Mitchell. Little turnaround jumper, no good. Back rim for Kepper. Mitchell there for the rebound. Good look that time for Neenah. Just unable to convert. Here comes Anderson. Anderson spin move back to Coleman. Coleman to Stojakovic. Three-pointers, nothing but bottom of the net. Stefan Stojlovic. His second three of the night, and we're going to get a reach and foul by Jackson Anderson. That's one thing, too, Zach, tonight. The three-point shooting's been really good for Oshkosh North, and when they're draining threes, especially when Mitchell can spread you out, that's a dangerous combination.
Well, you can look at the 3 points alone, just the fact that where the Spartans are shooting very well. As for the Spartans, just nothing to really talk about from the three-point game, and that has been a thing against the 1-3-1 zone. If you can't make threes, this defense is very difficult to do anything.
Nick Schultz back to Dawn. Spin by move by Dawn. They're looking for contact. Still made the acrobatic layup for Joey Dawn. 41-15, North Spartans. Here comes Mitchell. Mitchell with the Euro step. Left-handed layup, good. Count it. And a foul.
Spartans doing what they need to do. Just continue to put points on the board, continuing to just keep this constant flow and not giving any opportunity here for the Rockets to get momentum for a deep run.
3-point play for Zay Mitchell. 44-15.
And it's not like their defense is letting up at all.
No, you're spot on. Here comes Young. Back to Schultz, to Dawn. Looking for Fleas. Coleman goes for the steal. Dawn thought about the three. Again, Dawn in the lane. A lot of contact. And this time, Joey Dawn with the hoop and the foul. Zay Mitchell will get called for the personal foul. Nice acrobatic basket by Joey Dawn.
These baskets have just been very difficult to go in for the Rockets, and we're having players falling to the ground trying to get contact as anything.
Yeah, nothing has been easy for Neenah offensively. Dawn with the three-pointer. The full court man-to-man press. Token pressure by the Rockets, and we're going to get Schultz on a reach and foul. His first. Ott, Dalton Clark, and Owen Weber checking in for the Spartans. Another quick second foul by Nick Schultz. His second. Team's third. Mitchell guarded once again by Luke Young here to start the second half. Mitchell, 15-foot pull-up, front iron no good. Fleece tracks down the rebound. Here comes Neenah. Dawn to Young. Back to Schultz. Schultz passes up the three-pointer. Offense continues. Young in the lane. He's going to be fouled going to the basket. Bryce Stott. That'll be his third foul. Just checked in. And that's 3 for Bryce. So already, Zach, 7 fouls here in the second half.
Yeah, well, I say it's a great thing for the Rockets, but it doesn't help out when you're also fouling as well.
Luke gets the first friendly roll. Yeah, both teams certainly a lot of intensity in defense and a little handsy here in the second half, and the officials calling it a little more tight here. That's why 4 fouls already on Oshkosh North and 3 on the Rockets. Anderson, 17-footer. Back rim, no good. And Luke Young on transition. Mitchell, 3 no good. Here come the Rockets. Quick shot for North. Please cuts off.
And this is still the pace you want for the Spartans. If no baskets are falling in, this is what you want.
There you go, Nick Schultz. 20-point game. Just like you said, Zach, Neenah, no quitting them, chipping into that big lead for Oshkosh North. And they nearly get the turnover, but good job by Ott. Anderson wide open three-pointer, in and out, no good. Mitchell goes high for the board. His putback, no good. Knocked back to Owen Weber. Weber runner from 12 feet for Owen Weber. We're going to get a timeout by Brad Weber. Cold weather is certainly here. How much confidence do you have in your home heating system if you're not sure? It may be time to contact our friends at Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning and ask about their Ream line of products. Don't wait until you have no heat. Now's the time to get that questionable system change. Better products, better people, Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning, a division of Central Temperature for safety and comfort. Visit BetterHomeHeatingandAir.com today for more information about quality Ream products. Give them a call today. You will be glad you did. 13:43 here to go in the second half. Big basket there by Weber. Sort of stopped a little bit of momentum Neenah was able to get here in that opening part of the second half, Zach.
Yeah, you're starting to get that window to have this game become competitive late. Starting to creep open just a little bit, but doing a fantastic job to respond. And it doesn't take much to stop a run for the Rockets, because if they can score 6, but if you just score 3 or 4, you're matching their momentum, and that is the key thing. When you're up by 22, you just have to maintain a 15-point lead for the rest of the game, and that would still require for the Rockets to go on a run. So a lot of things have to go the Rockets' way for Neenah to make an attempt to get this game.
Neenah with the basketball, down 22. And again, North going to get another touch foul. This time, Dalton Clark on the open court.
Jump, stuck his leg out and created contact. You're going to get that called.
Already 15 fouls by Oshkosh North. Something to pay attention to with still 13 and a half minutes to go in the second half.
That was Neenah. I just try to create contact right now and pick up one more foul.
Yeah, they've been doing a good job of that tonight, putting body on body and getting those calls. Nick Schultz, a few minutes ago, no Bryce Ott with the steal. Ott in the open court, 1-on-2. Ott with the pretty layup. And here comes Neenah Kepper in the open court. He answers quickly for the Rockets. Back and forth affair here between the two teams. Zay Mitchell in the lane. Mitchell going to get his own rebound. Back out to Anderson. Behind the back dribble. Poked away. Here comes. We're going to get an offensive foul, I believe, on the Rockets. That was a tough call because looked like Schultz was wide open for an easy layup, but they joined on, I think, sort of stopped the North defender from pursuing, and he's called for the offensive foul.
And he pushed him a little bit or just got into his way, used his body, and got the foul.
Yeah, key play. That would have cut it back to a 20-point lead, but see if the Rockets can get the stop here. Lister back in to Owen Weber. Dalton Clark. Clark in the lane. Weber three-pointer from the top of the key. Front rim no good. Nice job blocking out by the Rockets. And we're going to get, I think, another foul this time on Clark, I believe. So that will be the 16.
And that's the foul that the Rockets needed now. We'll be shooting the bonus rest of the way in this game.
Yeah, fourth personal for Dalton Clark, who checks out of the game. Looks like, I believe John Coleman checks in for Clark. Here comes Schultz and the Rockets. Back to Trey White, who's seen a little bit of action tonight, coming off the bench for Neenah. Also Xavier Bazaris back in, number 25 for the Rockets. Young in the lane, a little jumper, no good. Here comes Mitchell. Mitchell buries the three.
Yeah, and that's a huge three because you're starting to kill all the momentum that was picked up by the Rockets.
Yeah, just no answer for Zay Mitchell. We can see what he does on the offensive side of the basketball with his repertoire. He's got the 6'7" frame, well built, and even looking at him, Zach, he's still got room to grow. So he's certainly looking forward to watching his career at Iowa State because he definitely can get bigger and stronger. And he's just an impossible matchup at this level right now with the three-point shot, the pull-up jumpers, and just taking it to the basket.
And you saw the difference of their first matchup where if he's the only scorer, yeah, that works out. But you also have other players now pitching in for it tonight, and it's because they have open opportunities when you have a player like Zay grabbing all the attention.
Oh, Mitchell in and out from three. Coleman, though, tracks down the offensive rebound, and we're going to get a foul on number 25. Xavier Bazaris. So both teams now at the 6-team foul. We'll be shooting, could be possibly quite a few free throws here the final 11 minutes and 10 seconds of the game. Oh, wide open is John Coleman. He gets lost by the Rockets defense. Easy two for Coleman. 53-26. Spartans with the big lead. Again, a lot of contact, but we're going to get another foul on White, number 24, I believe. Yep, actually, let's go with number 12, Jackson Anderson, his third. So he's got three. Dalton Clark's got four. Bryce Sadu checks in, also has 3 fouls. Something for Coach Weber to pay attention to with a little bit of foul trouble. White's free throw in and out, no good. Mitchell with another rebound for the Spartans. Lister around the dribble in the lane. Looking back door, nothing there. Gets it back out to Zay Mitchell. Mitchell guarded by Kepper. Mitchell 17-foot pull-up jumper, good for Xavier Mitchell. Wide range of offensive skills for Zay Mitchell tonight. And not just tonight, pretty much every night with the senior guard averaging 36 points. And we're getting an offensive foul. Nice job defensively by Tylen Lister. The Spartans bench approves.
That's either a third or there's even more offensive fouls, and just a great job by the Spartans defense to get them called.
Lee Rubba's going to call a full timeout. 55-26, 10-15 to go here at Oshkosh North. We're going to take ourselves a break. We'll be back right after this timeout.
This is Reed. Reed is starting his first day at a call center. This is Reed's training. He works alone, waiting for the phone to ring. Reed doesn't like his job. This is Decker. Decker's a building tech at Jack's Maintenance. He gets continued training and works as part of a team. Decker likes his job. Be like Decker. Find a better version of you. Apply today at jacksmaintenance.com.
Jack's Maintenance.
Dealing with a new sprain, strain, or sports injury? Skip the ER and head to OSI's walk-in clinic in Appleton. Our expert team allows you to bypass the referral process by treating injuries like sprains, dislocations, broken bones, new joint pain, and more immediately, with no appointment needed. Open weekdays from 8 to 5 and weekends from 10 to 2. For urgent orthopedic care that fits your schedule, visit OSI's Appleton Walk-In Clinic, located at Ballard and 41.
And welcome back to Oshkosh North High School. Gary Brzeski and Zach Morris, your OSI video stream game of the week, an FVA matchup where it's been from the start all Oshkosh North as they continue to add to their big lead. A very impressive performance by the Spartans. Here comes Lister, guarded closely by Don. Back to Mitchell. Stojakovic, his three-pointer, front rim no good. Ott tracks down the rebound, and I think we're going to get an over the back. No, there should have been over the back. They let him play. And now Mitchell with the three-pointer, no good. Mitchell there for the rebound off his leg. Yep, should be Neenah's basketball.
Maybe the ref thought the ball did touch one of the Rockets' hands.
Yeah, I think the basketball gods evened it out. That was a clear backcourt violation, but no harm, no foul. We're going to get a near reach in, and we're going to get actually a travel on White. Again, nice job defensively by Tylen Lister, who's doesn't do much offensively, but boy, he plays incredible defense for the Spartans.
Tough scenario here for the Rockets. You don't want to be, you're down 29 points right around the 10-minute mark. It's going to be a tough comeback to mount and just have to find a way to get several stops in a row, and then you have to make sure you score on every possession.
Mitchell on the mismatch. Mitchell cut off. Gets it back to Bryce Ott. To Stojakovic. Mitchell in the lane. He's going to be fouled on the floor. Mitchell should be at the charity stripe shooting the bonus. Young and Nick Schultz back in for the Rockets. Back rim no good for Mitchell. Young on the rebound. Rare miss for Zay Mitchell. Coleman with the near steal, and Coleman the last to touch it. Quick hands for John Coleman, knocks it out of bounds. Right below us here at Oshkosh North High School. Schultz on the dribble. Guarded closely by Lister. Bounce pass to Young. Young in the lane. Don. Cut off by Coleman. Back rim no good. Coleman with the rebound. Nice job defensively by John Coleman. Here comes the Spartans. Reaching by Schultz. Nearly knocks it away. Lister. Strong move to the hole for Tylen Lister. 31-point lead now for Oshkosh North. Young to Schultz. Schultz runner from 10 feet, no good. Coleman on the rebound. Thought about going deep to Ott, but...
Yeah, they're still having that mentality, just continuing to put more points on the board, which you should, when everything is running in your favor tonight.
Lister, that's going to be a traveling violation. Got a little ahead of himself, shuffle the feet. As he will catch a breather. Jackson Anderson back in for Oshkosh North. Just under the 8-minute mark. Again, all Spartans. They will get back to even in the FVA. Luke Young, strong move to the basket.
I mean, right now in this game, this has probably been the best defensive performance I've seen all season long, just for the games we've done. To hold this Neenah Rockets team under 30 points with under 8 minutes to go in the second half, I mean, this is just an outstanding performance.
Yeah, Stilovic misses the three, one and done for Oshkosh North. Yeah, it's been from the start a defensive masterpiece for this Spartans team. Kepper down low. Nice little, blocked by Mitchell. Kepper tried to go reverse. Mitchell had nothing to do with it. Here comes Mitchell to Coleman. Coleman's three-pointer in and out, no good. Stilovic tracks it down. Nice bounce pass to Ott. Nearly lost it, but he retains possession, gets the layup to go. 59-28. Neenah with the basketball. Young with the dribble down low to Kepper. The 6'9" Kepper, a little turnaround. There it is. Good patience by Rowan, who previous possession got it blocked, but no give up, and that time's going to be off the leg of Young. Tight defense by Luke Young, but did go off his leg, out of bounds. Owen Weber back in for Oshkosh North. New players coming in for Neenah. We're going to see some more bench players. Carter Burns, number 30, is in the game. Number 34, Mitchell Strong to the hole. Count it, and the foul. I think Coach Rubbis going to get his bench, deep bench, into the game. I'm sure Coach Weber will do the same here shortly.
Yeah, no movement up and down the bench so far.
And Mitchell with the three-point play. I think he'll check out probably for the rest of the night. Another big game for Xavier Mitchell. 62-38. John Coleman also checking out. He's done a nice job both ends of the court, especially defensively here for the Spartans. Joy Don. Number 34 is checked in. A couple players. I believe that's Jacob Jungworth, who saw some action. Tried to get you number 23. He's not on the varsity roster, but I did watch him play. Here comes Ott on the steal. Ott Strong to the hole. For Bryce Ott. 64-30 Jungworth. Carter Burns.
Now we're seeing some players that are further down the bench, about to enter in for the first time tonight for the Spartans.
Joey on, a little contact, no call, but gets the basket. Quickly here comes Owen Weber. You get a good call for the traveling violation. Devin Garland and Brady Anderson checking in. Anderson seeing his first playing time of the night. I believe number 23 is Jackson Rint, who had a nice game for the JVs before us. If I'm mistaken, I apologize. I'm trying to go off memory from watching the game earlier. Number 12 also is checked in. That's Cole Schaefer. Back to Schaefer.
Now, these are huge minutes for, I've been on that side of the bench where you're just hoping to get maybe 10 seconds. Solid 4 minutes here and a half.
Absolutely. Garland on the rebound. Knocked away. Anderson brings it down for the Spartans. And we're going to get another traveling, shuffle his feet. Jaquan Jones checking in. Aviv Pratenega coming back in for Neenah, who saw some nice minutes in the first half, number 10 for the Rockets. So both teams emptying the benches here the final 4 minutes. Burns, shot no good. Jones on the rebound for the Spartans. They're getting another turnover. Jungworth with the steal. Back to Burns. Back to Pratnahinga. I believe Rint on the drive. Dishes it off to Burns. Jungworth. Nothing there. patient offense here for the Rockets. We've got a couple more players checking in for Oshkosh North. We're going to get a foul, though, and I believe number 34, Jacob Youngworth. Go to the charity stripe, shoot the bonus. Owen Weber and Dalton Clark checking out. Kellum Larson Paschal and number 30, Fred Ware, checking in for the first time for the Spartans.
Everyone with the warm-up jerseys, I believe, is now in for the Spartans.
Youngworth's free throw is good.
Still, we have two more for the Rockets. Not sure they're JV players. Only will go in if necessary.
And back-to-back free throws for the 6-foot.
Not too often, if you come off the bench
Five.
late, you get into foul trouble, but you never know. Play aggressive.
Anderson back in the three-point shot. Good by number 30, Fred Ware. And, of course, his teammates appreciate the effort for this senior who buries the three. And then we're going to get a steal by Jones and then stolen back by the Rockets. Just under 3 minutes to go here at Oshkosh North High School. And a block that time by Larson Paschal. Neenah maintains possession, though.
I mean, even the defense mentality is still holding in there for the Spartans.
Yeah, it is. Shot no good. Jackson Rint there for the rebound.
Now the last two players that were wearing warm-up jerseys are now in the game, or warm-up gear. Now they'll be having the full bench being played tonight.
So we will go deep into the Rockets bench. First free throw, no good. 31, Nayuk Ryak. Drew Dunning, number 33, waiting to check in. And number 15, who...
I always hate to be in this position.
I do not have...
You're trying to come in late, and you're coming in for the shooter on a free throw. Luckily for him, it was a make, but I've been in that situation where you're like, come on, this is precious playing time I'm missing out on because of the missed free throw.
Unfortunately, I do not have a number 15 for the Rockets. 67-35. A lot of contact, and we're going to get a foul as Anderson, a freshman. Brady Anderson, the lone freshman amongst all juniors and seniors for Oshkosh North. Both teams now will be in the double bonus. Brady's first free throw, nothing but net. And same result for Brady Anderson, his first 2 points of the evening. Burns bringing it up for the Rockets. That's almost nearly stolen. Burns between the circles to Drew Dunning. Down low, back to number 15. His three-pointer no good. Jaquan Jones for the rebound for the Spartans. Anderson, his three-pointer, going to be long. Knocked out of bounds last touch, I believe, by Drew Dunning. We'll stay with the Spartans. So a big win tonight for Anderson. That's going to be a travel. Even though he three-pointer went down, he did shuffle his feet. So again, with the win, that'll even the Oshkosh North record at 7-7. And we said it before, Zach. It's going to be a dangerous team coming playoff time for any team who, especially with their seeding.
Yeah, if your defense can hold and play like what they did tonight,
Hey, Cole Schaefer, sorry to interrupt you. Cole Schaefer buries the 3.
Hey, you're a threat no matter who you play if your defense plays exactly how they perform tonight.
I totally agree. I think this is a team that I don't want to say underachieved because they've been dealing with obviously key injuries. And there's Anderson, scrappy as he gets it to down low. Garland, his bass shot no good. Again, both teams playing hard here to the final whistle. But, of course, not with both outstanding coaches. Certainly not surprised with that. Burns in the lane. Blocked by Brady Anderson. We're going to get a timeout. We'll keep it here. 33.5 seconds. So I guess, Zach, now vice versa. We talked about what this does for Oshkosh North, but we're going to give you a preview of our next game. We will be back on the OSI High School Video Stream Game of the Week on Friday, February 21st.
2 weeks from today.
Tony Giordana and Zach will be at Kimberly High School. Big rivalry game, the Papermakers versus the Conecuh Ghosts. Conecuh right now at the top of the FEA standings, tied with Final X. I'm sure Kimberly would like nothing more to be spoiler, but going back, Zach, to the Rockets, I think this is one of those games you sort of flush it down the toilet. I mean, from the start, Oshkosh North came out with a lot of defensive intensity. Nothing was easy tonight for Neenah, but you still got a lot to play for. You still have an excellent season, and you got an excellent team. I think this is just sort of one you forget about it and get back to practice.
Yeah, you just got to remember it's just one game. It's not the worst case scenario. The season does not end tonight. You're still going to be in the postseason, and just continue to build on and take what you take from this game and learn. And remember, you got to win earlier over North, and you have to just remember that it's tougher to play on the road.
Schaefer in the lane. Back to Burns. Dunning three-pointer. Front rim no good. And loose ball. Schaefer on the rebound. We're going to get a foul. Ooh, near shot. Almost went in for Cole Schaefer. He'll be back at the free throw line, shooting 2. Caleb Larson-Paschal. His first foul of the night. Schaefer, free throw, good. And pair of free throws. Larson's three-pointer. Back rim, no good. And Neenah will come down with the rebound. And we're going to get a foul. Still at 1.9 seconds. We're going to take it back to the other end of the court where I believe Carter Burns, 5'10 junior, will be at the charity stripe shooting 2 more free throws.
Yeah, just under 2 seconds ago. 2 more opportunities here.
Carter Burns at the line. Shooting 2.
And Burns misses the first. He'll still have 1 more. And he gets the second one to fall. Carter gets on the scoreboard, and that's going to do it tonight from Oshkosh North. Our final score was all Oshkosh North Spartans. They defeat the Neenah Rockets 69-41. And Zach Moore, some final thoughts on the big win for Oshkosh North.
Just a fantastic outing for the Oshkosh North Spartans. They continue to, if their defense plays like this rest of the season, I'm not sure. This is going to be a tough out for whoever plays them because of what they're able to do offensively with Zay Mitchell. But again, it's that defense that can lead this team to a deep run in the state playoffs.
Yeah, an impressive performance again. Zay Mitchell, as good as advertised, leading scorer tonight for Oshkosh North with the win. They are now back to 500 in the FEA at 7-7 and 11-9 overall. They'll be back in action next Friday And I believe we will have that game. We'll be at Kimberly as Oshkosh North, and Jonathan Krause and I will be there on the radio side for Oshkosh North's next game against the Papermakers. Gives us an opportunity to say thanks for all of our sponsors, especially the Orthopedic Sports Institute of the Fox Valley Myron Construction, Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning, and lastly, special thanks to Jack's Maintenance for helping us support high school basketball from Woodward Radio Group. That will do it for my partner, Zach Morris. I'm Gary Berleski. Thank you very much for joining us. Again, our final score, all Spartans from Oshkosh North. They defeat Neenah 69-41. Hope you have a good rest of your Friday night and a great weekend, and we will talk to you in a couple weeks. That is the OSI Video Stream Game of the Week. Have a great night, everybody.